Today's tale is one of ecstasy.
Here we go, boys, we're at the top.
Perseverance. Fatigue.
Right, I'm like 40 years down, like under this first time I've seen sun.
Fights.
Yeah, it looked like it got better, mate. Fuck you, like, stop fucking blaming it on me. This is the path.
And mortal danger.
Oh, yeah, okay, this is danger zone.
Will our unknowing, brave heroes of this tropical adventure make it to the end of the most perilous hike of their lives?
I mean, we're not gonna die anymore. Mate, this is pretty fucked. It is fucking insane.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. But first, I need to switch to a first-person voiceover and lay off the narrator as we begin this exciting escapade with a healthy dose of stealth.
Yeah, we can walk.
Actually, before the stealth, we just have to convince our taxi driver to drop us off at 1 AM on a rough dirt road somewhere in the middle of the Balinese jungle, near the bottom of a mountain, in the hopes that he isn't in cahoots with the local mafia and bandits who would be trying to extort us for trekking.
It's okay, we can walk. My friend, this is, look, if you go down here, we walk along here.
Okay, I think that's...
Just drop us here and that's good.
I think go straight there.
Oh, we can walk. This is... No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. We walk? It's fine. We like to walk. Yeah?
It's okay. But that's scared also. It's dangerous for you, sir.
No, it's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we just got to the start point. We're gonna start trekking. I've got to be very quiet, because we're in stealth mode. So, let me take you through the plan. We were recommended an alternate hike to the classic tourist hike of Mount Batur by another taxi driver we met. Having searched this hike on all trails, we found that almost every review of it was by people who had been stopped on the road that preceded the path and extorted for money, shouted at, or chased down by a group of thugs if they didn't want to pay. We very much fancied avoiding this, so with the utmost sneak, we left the taxi and made our way through the jungle in almost complete darkness. Only our dim red lights and the All Trails app to guide our path through local mafia territory.
How you doing, Laurie?
I'm doing alright, that's weight.
Lost a lot of weight. Oh, what, from pissing?
I don't think we need that much water for the way down.
No.
But how far from the truth that statement could really be, we would only find out later.
Here we go, boys, we're at the top. Let's go.
Okay, guys.
Bring it in, fellas. Bring it in, boy. We fucking digital dabbed on them. They said we couldn't. They said we couldn't do it. And we fucking did it. We have fucking done it. Yeah, okay. This is danger zone.
Oh my.
It's not sheer, but it's pretty close.
That's. No, I'm getting away.
We have fucking done it.
So, we managed to evade the local extortionists, and a couple hours of steep uphill trekking later, we summited the highest jungle mountain in Bali, perfectly timed to watch a beautiful sunrise that was unfortunately too difficult for the GoPro to capture very well. Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, you might be thinking to yourselves.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's throw in another caveat in the form of a precipitous environmental threat for our intrepid explorers to confront. Up to now, our path was one that wound itself through dense, verdant and mossy rainforest. A leafy scene that was visually appealing and fortunately not too slippy. We of course could only presume this verdurous, sometimes trodden mud track would continue through the next section of our hike that traversed along the ridgeline of Mount Abang, undulating down and back up to Trunyan Hill, the next peak seen in those previous pictures.
Let's go down this way.
However, what comes next was not only a surprise, but one that would test the limits of our courage, the edge of our mental fortitude, and even our lives.
we're looking. Mate, that's pretty sick. If this wasn't burnt, it would be so much easier.
And so it began. A long stretch of mostly steep downhill hiking, normally made relatively easy by steady footing and trees and vegetation that created a natural safety barrier between the path and the sheer slopes of the mountain either side. Instead, we had multiple conditions that turned this into a death-defying journey across this ridgeline of scorched earth.
I mean, we're not gonna die anymore. Well, nah, just go. Yeah. It is! It's way better than that. Unless you fall off the edge. Fucking hell, Laurie! Mate, chill out, you are going quite rapid.
I agreed to do a hike, not fucking scramble down a mountain.
Mate, I didn't know it was going to be like this either.
I think with straps it's even better.
A brief respite from the perilously exposed ridgeline gave us all a false hope of things to come. We manoeuvred this section swiftly, and although still more dangerous than a walk in the park, it seemed as if we had braved the worst of it, with plenty of green either side of us, until we once again found ourselves re-entering the scorched environment.
It's a pretty weird landscape.
Yeah.
It's mad how the burn stops here as well. It just like blew up the mountain. Oh! Yo, look at the path, how it's just like stayed. I reckon it's because it's more compact. Mate, you look pretty sick with that dust coming off you. You look like a avatar or some shit. Bit of bouldering? Nah. Oh, more sketchy.
The most obvious of the several things that would not aid in our finishing of this hike alive was the distinct lack of vegetation, plants, trees, and other flora that would be essential handholds and footholds during the descent. As seen in the previous pictures I found of the route and its usual conditions, there were hundreds of small to big trees that were all interspersed with other helpful plants that had been burnt away in a forest fire that incinerated the entire right side of the Sierra and most of the left.
It does get a bit more treacherous, to be fair.
We presumed this to have happened in the last couple of days because there was no news anywhere online, and we found one tree trunk still smouldering just off the track. Instead of both a barricade of vegetation and a bunch of trees to hold onto down steep sections of the path, we were left crouching and carefully moving foot by foot, or just sliding down on our arses in as controlled of a fashion as was possible.
Mate, this is pretty fucked. If there were more trees, it would be sound.
The second obstacle we faced was the dust. This hefty accumulation of ash that shrouded the hillside caused every foot placement to be a precarious one due to how slippy this made the ground underfoot.
Laurie, man.
A few inches to the left or right of the path in many places would have resulted in a foot coming off the track and sliding an unknown distance, potentially bringing the rest of our center of gravity with it and building up speed on the often sheer slopes of slick ash until an untimely demise was met on the rocks below.
It is fucking insane.
The strong winds also meant that every one of our movements caused an uproar of the ashen debris getting into our eyes, nose, and mouth, which in turn made us less focused on the task of safe movement.
You alright, bro?
No, this is fucking horrible. I don't know what to tell you. Other than maybe next time I'm just not going to trust your judgment.
What? Well, you just got recommended it by a guy.
And you said this is a path. It all gets better.
It is the path. Yeah, it looked like it got better, mate. Fuck you. Like, stop fucking blaming it on me.
Of course I'm not blaming you.
What? For what? For nothing. Like, I haven't done anything.
That this here? You said this is
This is the path.
way down. That wasn't the path.
This is the path.
Most people.
This is a path.
You would.
No, it's not. It's just been fucking burnt away, so it doesn't look like one. Whoa, I didn't know it was going to be burnt away, did I?
As you can see, tensions were high, and with that brief argument on our collective prefrontal cortex, we all trudged carefully into the most dangerous section so far.
Oh my god. Just like so many stones. The rope, there's like a rope and it's all been burnt.
What came next was a series of zigzagging switchbacks down the steepest, slippiest, most dust-filled and least margin for error part of the descent so far. It may not look quite as precipitous in the video, but this was almost certain death if you made a tiny error that would take your foot off the roughly 12-inch wide trail. Mental and physical fatigue had started to properly set in at the least desirable location possible. We all had to try and maintain a modicum of morale to move meticulously from foot placement to hand placement. Even small falling rocks posed a large threat to unbalance us from our precariously positioned centre of gravity.
Ah! Ah, mate, I hit my hand. It's alright, it's not your fault.
Reflexively, as one of these blighters came tumbling into me, I removed my hand from a tree that was keeping me stable and momentarily lost balance on the hairline track beneath me. As adrenaline-inducing as this was, I didn't really have the mental resources to think about it too much and had to simply focus on the task ahead, which was now very much in view. The Trunyan Peak. One last stint of uphill, and we finally made it to the Trunyan Peak after roughly 3 hours of the most dangerous steps of our lives.
I think it's alright, you know.
It looked like the worst of it was over at this point, so we collapsed in some shade where Paddy and I managed to bury the proverbial hatchet and catch up on the mortal danger we so expertly avoided.
Well, Paddy's probably not going to get laid tonight, but he survived. And that's the main thing. We all survived, actually. Who's Loza? But he's not conked.
Oi.
Pad's looking like a...
I'm the one that
Chilean.
looks like a chimney sweeper.
Oh, sorry, Paddy's a chimney sweeper. Loza's the Chilean coal miner.
Right, I'm like 40 years down, like under this first time I've seen sunlight.
And I think apparently I look like Shrek from apparently like I look like Shrek when he rescues Fiona. I mean, there's a beautiful backdrop right now, like stunning, but yeah, it's slightly sullied by the fact that we just came. You can't really see any of it right now, but you would have seen in the footage. Yeah, we just had to crawl down the mountainside on our hands and well, not knees, but hands and feet and bum.
For about 3 hours.
Yeah, for a good while. Yeah, pretty fucking dangerous, muy peligroso. Could have died like quite a lot of the time, to be fair. But we're here. There is an actual path. Well, I mean, we're on the path now, and like you can see, it's pretty okay. But yeah, it's just, I mean, you can see all this burnt land. Yeah, just completely fucked basically. Yeah, haven't got much just fucking charisma to talk to the camera right now, but you know, enjoy the footage. Hello! Apa kabar? You don't want to continue. If you get to the top of this, I wouldn't go further. We came from the top of Abang. Yeah, yeah, and we almost, it was like really dangerous. Really, really dangerous. Like we almost fell off the edge. Yeah, okay, good. Just Tunyang, okay, okay. 3. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah, I wouldn't recommend. Very, very dangerous. Very dangerous, yeah. Yeah, it's burnt all the way over to Abang. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, we were like on our all fours going down. Yeah, pretty dangerous. Well, enjoy. Well, actually, do you know where we can get a taxi from? Where? Nearest place?
Kintamani.
Kintamani.
Yes.
Other side of the lake? Yeah, yeah, okay, cool. Cool, alright, thank you.
Thanks for your help, guys.
Terima kasih.
Enjoy your track.
Yeah, enjoy. Just don't go too far.
So, having warned these lovely locals about the perilous route we had taken to get here, we still had a long distance to go until we made it to the nearest town where we had arranged to meet our taxi driver. To add another caveat, we had received a call from him earlier in the day explaining that he couldn't make it to the pickup point as his car had supposedly broken down. So, with no clear way to get back to our accommodation, we still had roughly 8 kilometers of difficult terrain to traverse until we arrived at the other side of the lake, at the nearest village. Here, we would hopefully be able to find a way back home. However, with dwindling water and a very tired group of hikers, it was looking on the edge of possible to make it there.
Smelt weed for a second. What do you think of the view, Laurie?
It's nice, but it's like at the moment I don't really give a shit about that.
What the fuck is making that noise?
A few undulating kilometers in the hot sun later, without water, energy, enthusiasm to film, or any idea of how we would make the last few kilometers in our current state, at last came salvation. We found a little hut on the side of the road and splashed ourselves with fresh water, filling our bottles and setting off again.
Freshwater moment. Laurie Bouvier comes in.
That's when our guardian angel showed up out of nowhere.
Okay, big turn of events. We just got fucking offered a lift by these legends, men, absolute Donny. So yeah, absolute lifesaver. Boys are happy. I'm very happy.
Back in town!
Let's go, baby! I'm actually like, this is better than sex. Yeah.
So, we had done it. 9 hours after setting off at 2 AM, we had finished our mission. Little had we known that it would be a journey full of trepidation, altercation,
It got better, mate. Fuck you. Like, stop fucking blaming it on me.
decision making,
It is fucking insane.
fatigue, and ultimately triumph.
Always back in town!
As we gazed at the astounding views of North Bali that greeted us on the ride home. A big thanks to Laurie and Paddy for being true soldiers and making sure we came out of this alive, and a big thanks to you for watching. Good night.